Hello, everyone. It's the Jarek Bryan Show, and I have a very special guest on my show today. I have the women from Cosmos, and I believe it's Maria, correct?
Yes, that's me.
Hey, Maria, how are you? Kind of like, before we kind of kick off and everything like that, what's kind of been your journey to Web3?
Wow. Well, actually, I am an artist, right? And this
Hmm?
is what I'm doing full time right now. But however, even though I've been drawing all my life, I used to work as a project manager in the event industry. So, when COVID hit, obviously I started to have like more free time, started to be back to drawing, and was then like when the world stopped, when I decided, okay, I really want to follow my passion, which is art. I jumped into the pool, started to work as an artist, and here I am. Then obviously I hear about NFTs because my partner works full time on crypto. At the beginning, back in 2020, 2021, it was all about like 10K collection, but not really building brands, right? But however, I discovered some of my favorite artists there in the space, and I realized that it was also a one-on-one market. So I jumped into the pool again and started, sharing my art, selling my pieces. So yeah, it's been wild to be honest, because taking the decision to leave a really settled, well-paid job, it wasn't easy, but I will do it like 100 times again.
Yeah, and it was great that you kind of like came over here like kind of the Polygon. But can you kind of talk about your kind of like Cosmos journey, or how long had you been on Cosmos?
Well, so with my project Women from Cosmos, we've been for more than 1 year. We're getting close to the 2 years, which is crazy.
Hmm?
We launched our first berry collection back in March 2022. I jumped into the Cosmos ecosystem with my project because basically I was already a cosmonaut. Like I was invested in Cosmos. And when I hear about the Stargaze, which is the platform for NFTs there, I was like, okay, this is the clear next step for me to take. I went through, I don't even know how many community voting phases. They choose me as one of the Genesis creator, and I launched with the marketplace.
Oh yeah, no, and that's we have a lot of people coming over here like from Cosmos, and kind of like the kind of like question what that is that like what made Polygon so appealing, and how's your experience been here? How's your experience been here so far?
Amazing, I have to say. And why Polygon? Basically, because like for me, as I started as a one-on-one artist on Ethereum, like Multichain was already, something inside me. We even have with Women from Cosmos Ordinals as well. But I've been talking with other friend founders like EJ from Space Kelly's called Frontisas, and they were telling me, like, giving me really great feedback. But then when I jump like myself into the community and start getting to know people and start getting to be involved with different projects, I was like, okay, this is this is the way, this is where I want to spend. And I have to say, like, Polygon feels like home already, which is amazing. So yeah, really great experience.
Yeah, and we actually like love having you, and you've been super active on all these like different spaces and everything like that. Explain to me kind of like the women of Cosmos, like kind of like the inspiration, like kind of behind the artwork, right? And what is going to be some of like the perks of having actually these NFTs?
Okay, so I'm gonna take my time because there is a lot
Ta
to be
Good.
discussed.
I want to hear it.
So, related to the art, I've been always drawing females since I was a
Hmm?
child. I think because I've always been like mesmerized with the strength of women, and obviously I grew up watching anime, so they had a really impact in my life. And I created Women from Cosmos also because like when I jumped into the NFT space, which was back on the end of 2021, it was like really weird to see women behind projects and running
Hmm?
accounts, right? So I wanted to at least try to do my part and try to, celebrate unique and strong women and put a bit of light on us in the space. So related to art and inspiration has been always like the beauty of nature and women's strength. And also in this collection, you can clearly see how much anime had impact in my life, because you could see like a lot of different references as well. Something that I've been doing always with Women from Cosmos is collaborate with other projects. Like I can say like really proud that we were one of the projects that collaborated with more people in the Cosmos ecosystem, and I wanted to do the same here. So I wanted to create this collection to not only showcase our universe and kind of art style, but as well to, showcase other projects. So I did a lot of different trades in where you can actually find your favorite projects represented. I had the pleasure to collab as well with really top projects like Anna from Meravixen, Red Gang, Cal from Tissas, Space Kellys. They all did a one-on-one piece for this collection. So it's all about like celebrating art and friendship. And then related with the perks, one of the things or the main goal I will say behind Women from Cosmos has been also a part of obviously represent women, empower other creative communities. So since our very first launch, we've always have done the Women from Cosmos Give Back initiative, which is basically after every new launch, we always get a percentage of the sales and we invest that percentage to other project. It doesn't need to be only a female founder project, as long as they are aligned with our values of, women empowerment and inclusivity. So we've been doing that. Obviously, our holders always have the perk that those NFTs we buy, they are going directly to them, as well as obviously, I think it doesn't need to be mentioned, but all the 100 collaborations and giveaway and so on, we have as well. Our pieces can be staked and they can earn the WFC tokens, and that will give you access to different raffles in where you can have like not only whitelist and NFTs, but also like prints, merch, commissions, like all the fun. And also with this new collection, and this is something that makes me really excited, is like I'm gonna be implementing as well some kind of educational benefits. Like we're gonna do different online workshops. I'm gonna give the opportunity to some owners as well to have me as a mentor, doing like mentorship, because I've been approached for I don't even know how many people, like to help them on board into the space, with their collections, like some of questions related to art, marketing, and so on. So now they will have the opportunity as well to have me, one-on-one, helping them and guiding them. So yeah, all of that a part of what we're cooking, which is gonna be something trippy and fun, only for holders. So yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
a
cool,
lot of
and it's
things.
yeah, like so, like the like, do you have any merch now, or like when you plan to actually kind of roll that out?
Well, right now, related to merch, I have like prints and stickers, like not
Mhm.
merch. I'm planning to order the first samples, with the new like art with this collection. I want to try everything first, because
Mhm.
I want to push quality rather than, quantity or whatever. But that is gonna be a start to run, let's say, after our launch. I will say November, December. Just, I don't want to say any
Yeah,
specific date, but yes, everything is being cooked behind the scenes.
sure. And like what types of like shirts, hoodies, t-shirts, like what?
I mean, obviously it's holiday season, so that
Yeah,
will happen.
of
But
course.
also as well, I really want to push like oh gosh, my phone, sorry. I really
No
want
worries.
to push like the, prints and all of this kind of more artistic thing
Hmm.
that they can as well enjoy. But obviously, whenever we're ready to launch them, I'm gonna have like different polls and asking community, because if something I can say is I've been building Women from Cosmos with my community, like every new decision or maybe suggestion about trades and so on have been, coming from them. Like I always listen to them and then we proceed.
Yeah, no, and also too, it's very interesting is the educational aspect of that too. So you're basically kind of anybody that kind of wants to start a project, right? You're kind of just going to kind of take them under your wing and kind of
Exactly.
walk them through everything? Can you kind of like elaborate more on what other things you would actually
Yeah.
do for them too?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna have like two different things. One thing is gonna be like the online workshops in where I'm planning to invite like different people already building in the space, and they can give the audience their point of view and their advices on the different topic we're gonna discuss. And then we have the mentorship, which is gonna be actually me having maybe 1 to 2 calls one-on-one per month, in where we can go through everything. I can see the progress. I can give you advices. Also, a part of that, I am part of the NFT label Gelato, which is actually it is another project from Cosmos, and now we came together to create a platform in where we're trying to onboard new artists and give them all the tools they need, because this is something that I always wanted to do, trying to actually help other artists onboard into the space. But I was missing like the tech, I'm an artist, I'm a businesswoman, let's say, but I don't have the coding knowledge, or I don't know how to actually build that, right? So we unite forces, we're building that business at the moment, and obviously all the women from Cosmos holder will also benefit from that, which is another thing apart of the main Women from Cosmos universe.
Okay, so let's go back to that, right? So we're talking about your collection on Cosmos, right? Would that kind of be kind of like integrated, with kind of the kind of Polygon collection, or let's just say right now someone wants to actually own something over there on that side too, as well on the Cosmos side. Is it pretty much going to be kind of like the same perks, or they're going to be kind of different perks for the Cosmos side of it?
Well, actually, the majority of my collections on Cosmos are one-on-ones. So obviously, I'm always giving the one-on-one holders, just because of the expenses and so on, the same benefits. However, with what we're planning after this mint, which is gonna be, I've never shared this, but well, let's go. I'm creating like a new trippy, funny creature, let's say. I'm working with a friend of mine who is an artist, and we're creating like this kind of free mint, which is only gonna be for holders. But yeah, like the main benefits are always shared with all the Women from Cosmos holders. Like it's also coming, under the same umbrella, we'll say.
Oh, that's cool. So definitely, right? You're having collaboration with somebody. I know you kind of said that too, but also too as well. You're also a one-on-one artist. Do you have any kind of plans for the future to actually lend your services like to other collections too as well, or are you just going to kind of
Yeah.
like hang out over here in just in your kind of own little ecosystem?
Well, actually, I'm already doing it. Like, I have my own brand, my own business,
Mm-hmm.
which is Women from Cosmos. And then I work as an artist for other projects. I've been already working with, I think, more than 4 different projects. They were like really successful, their collection. So it's something that I'm doing. But with the time, I want to keep, making bigger the percentage to at the end be just Women from Cosmos, because they are my ladies. It's like my baby, and I really want to try to be 100% putting all my effort on it.
Oh no, yeah, and that's great, and I love the fact that you're kind of like lending your services out too, and kind of like helping other projects and collaborating with other projects. I think that's something we need to be kind of doing like in this space, and that's why I love kind of like Polygon so much, though. So you come from um, Cosmos, Polygon. Um, I know it's kind of forward thinking, but do you have any kind of plans of going anywhere like to another chain, or are you kind of just going to hang around here for a while?
Well, we already have, like, for example, Ordinals that I've seen that,
Mhm.
Polygon projects are doing now. We already did it back in April, if I'm not mistaken. I think all inscription are
Where can we
50K.
find
Like,
those?
sorry?
Where can we find those?
Well, in my link tree, you can find
Okay.
them. But
Okay.
actually, was a collection 100% customized for our holders, to give them the option to
Mhm.
experience like ordinals, on the BTC lands. So we already did that. At the moment, I just want to, launch the Polygon collection. I want to keep adding things to that and trying to make it fun. I don't want just to launch and okay, next things.
Yeah.
I want to keep working on it and adding more things along the way.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Just always kind of curious to hear project, like devs to what's their kind of thinking with that, and kind of going kind of cross. I love the fact you actually kind of went actually already to the ordinal side. And speaking of the ordinals, is that just something that's really not gonna? I'm not I hate saying utility though. Is that just something that you guys did just purely for art, or is there actually perks and actually given those two as well, or is that just something that was just kind of for fun?
To be honest, I did that just to give the holders the option to experience ordinals,
Okay.
right? And why better like with
Mhm.
us, right? Like I'm creating the piece, you're gonna choose all the traits, like it's gonna be 100% the want, you want actually. We did it that. I think we closed the submissions back in May. I really don't remember. But
Mhm.
yes, still I'm having some holders requesting. I'm gonna be, working on that after the launch. But yes, it was mainly for them to have fun and enjoy.
Okay, yeah, and kind of like speaking of like traits, right? And can you kind of speak to, since I love like, asking like artists this as well. One, some of the kind of like special traits that you guys kind of like hit in there too as well, or like kind of like tipping like you kind of your cap to the other projects on Polygon. And what are some of kind of your favorite traits?
Okay, so traits like special, I will say all the ones I created for different projects. Like for example, we have one top which is including the polyapes and donkeys at the same time. We have bunches, we have danketsu. I could go forever and never,
Mhm.
to be honest. So I will say all of them, like representing other different projects. Which is my favorite? That is a really difficult question. I have to say. Let me think. I maybe will say that one of my favorite traits, one of them is for sure the one inspired on Quiet, which is one of the characters from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh,
Which,
cool.
yes, I love that game so much, and
Mhm.
I love the characters. I have to include her. So yeah, I will say that.
Mhm.
And then maybe I don't remember the name, but the ones referencing Spirited Away, which is one of my favorite movies from Studio Ghibli.
Oh no, yeah, I love that, and that's great that you have like a Meta Gear kind of like tip of the cap too as well. And I see you like, and you have been just grinding like in spaces, out of spaces, in spaces. You're on like you're everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Um, kind of kind of like talk about like how like everybody's been like kind of like welcoming you. Like when you came here, did you think that you would get to be on these many spaces though, and like how has the experience kind of that experience kind of been so far?
Well, related to so many spaces, obviously I knew, like, because the thing is, like, Women from Cosmos is a well-known project in the Cosmos ecosystem. If you
Hmm.
ask anyone involved in the Cosmos ecosystem, they know us, like, for
Hmm.
sure, 100%. But obviously, coming here to Polygon, we are like the new ones, right? So I knew that I had to start building from zero again, which was a hassle, I have to say, because it's like, okay, here we go again, right? Like, so I knew that, and I was, I will say that I'm really hardworking person, just because I have, so many passion for my project that I really enjoy it, and I'm always trying to, be everywhere, trying to make connection, and just not only because I'm launching on Polygon, because when you are in an ecosystem, you really want to know who are the people behind the projects you love, right? And that's one of the reasons as well I wanted to actually connect with founders and for example Big Neil as well, Buddha from Bunchies, Anna from Metavixen. So I really wanted to actually know them. So yeah, but to be honest, it's nothing like different.
Hmm.
As I am a solo team, even though I have my council and they have been helping me a lot, leading the future of the project, brainstorming and so on. At the end, I am the one speaking for Women from Cosmos. So obviously that means you have to be everywhere, and you have to be spending a lot of hours behind the scenes, basically.
Yeah, I definitely had to check out Cosmos because you, Cal, and everything was just you guys came over here, and also EJ too as well. And like man,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like missed out on that too. Can you kind of like speak on like the Cosmos ecosystem like yourself? 'Cause I'm very curious about it too. There's like just like one, how is it kind of like over there? Like you guys kind of have like the same kind of like vibe. Like what are some of the differences, or what are some of the
Yeah,
similarities?
I will say actually in general it's kind of the same. Just the Cosmos ecosystem and Stargaze is
Mhm.
obviously way smaller than Polygon. We don't have the same like volume. We don't have the same amount of people, and maybe that's why we've always been like a small family. We always collab together. We always help each other. Obviously, also depend on the people behind the project. Like it's not like everyone do the same, but I have to say that the majority we do. And I don't know, like it's been crazy and it's been really amazing because, for example, Carl, I work with him with one collection we created like 50-50 together, artisans and women from Cosmos. And just to give you an idea on how much we really work together, that we've been created this collection, doing the art, him and me sharing ideas. I was pushing him, he was pushing me to go out of my comfort zone, and we came with this collection that if you go and look it, you will never imagine that was done from two different artists with two different styles. So like in terms of collaboration and working with other projects, I will say it's the same. But obviously, for example, I wasn't expecting to get this amazing welcoming when I was coming to Polygon, because it's way bigger. That there's this top project that maybe when you're new, you don't expect them to pay attention to you. It was all like completely different. Like I was onboarded to the community. I remember when I joined one of the Roaring Banana spaces, the Women in Web3, and she was directly onboarding me into the community. Then I got into the Sirenda, which is a group of female who are building as well in the space. I don't know, these kind of examples, I will never expect it, to be honest.
Yeah. No, and it's been great that we like you with you, Anna, Shan, and also like so many of the great women we have here in this kind of ecosystem. I like the fact that like Polygon has just kind of like onboarded y'all and made it very comfortable and been very welcoming. And as far as that, right, let's say talking to a let's say a female or another woman's thinking about starting a project, right? And they're watching this right now. Like, what advice would you kind of give to them? And then kind of like diving into something for right now, for right now in this current moment is very male dominated right now, and maybe they're very like kind of like scared, or they're very kind of like nervous, like kind of like, I don't know, should I do it? I really want to do it. Like, what advice would you give to that woman?
Yeah, well, first of all, I will say as well, and I have to give a shout out to the chats because they were the first community I joined. I would say join the chat servers first of all, and then girl, if you're thinking to launch a collection, come with me, drop me a DM. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna guide you. I know it can be scary or maybe overwhelmed, but we're here to help you. And maybe that's why I'm really stubborn on that, because when I came into the NFT things, even though my partner worked full-time in crypto, it doesn't have nothing to do with NFTs. I came into the space alone and I didn't know anyone. So why not to take the advantage that you can have the help from someone who is already being in the space for more than myself, more than 1 year, more than 2 years, and my project almost 2 years. So I would say that if I have to say one advice, and this is for everyone, I don't care if you're a male or female, trust your vision, trust your art, and don't compare yourself with anyone.
Oh no, I like that. I really do. And just I just love though that we like we just kind of, I'm gonna say that we kind of like took you under like our wing or anything like that, because you're amazing in your own right. But it's just that we kind of like, I've been a part of other communities, like even like a year or two ago that wouldn't even let a female come up and talk. It was very like it was very gated, and it was just it's a different time now, and I'm actually like here for that too because I do believe we need a lot more like women in Web3, and we need to come together, whether you're women, man, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
As long as you're
exactly.
here to build, we want to have you.
Yeah,
And that's
100%. That's the thing. And I know it can be like really overwhelming sometimes, but just jump into the pool and try, start putting your thing out there, start making connection. Right now, actually, is the best time to do so. Because when more busy times comes, I'm telling you, you won't be able to access, for example, founders of projects because we're gonna be super
mm-hmm,
extra busy,
mm-hmm.
which we already are. But imagine when bulls come back, it's gonna be no way, like now it's time to actually create these connections and get to know people, get to connect with new projects, and trying to, just don't be afraid to ask questions. We've always, we all have been in your position at the beginning. So,
Yeah, no, and you actually said something that was very key though, right there, right? Because from my understanding, like, how long have you been in crypto again, or NFTs?
NFTs
Mhm.
since the end of 2021 with my work, like
Yeah.
Maria as an artist, yes.
Okay, so this has been so you were pretty much right there when everything was flying and
Yes, good
everything was
times.
great, and everything like
Yep.
that. Like, what lessons has this bear market taught you, right? And what are some of the kind of like the struggles you've had to kind of like go through in this kind of bear market?
Well, struggles obviously as coming from the Cosmos ecosystem, I have to mention Luna Crash.
Yeah.
That was tough. That was really tough. And I know other projects have talked about this, but when you spend so many hours and you put so many effort and from one day to another, all, what you build in months disappear was tough. But if something I learned, apart of obviously you cannot trust, like everything can happen. Everything can change from one day to another. So the something I learned is to adapt quickly, that you need to be ready to change from one day to another. You need to be ready to actually read the market sentiment
Mhm.
as well. And also, again, if I learn something, it's like I really need to trust my work and my vision. Like, don't compare yourself with others. Just keep building, keep continue what you want to achieve, and that is what I've been doing. And I wasn't wrong. Like I sold out 10 collections already, and the majority were during this beer market. And
Mhm.
now I'm ready to expand to Polygon. If I was, giving up, I wouldn't be here, for example. But I know my work. I know where I want to go with this project, so I keep pushing. That's the thing.
No, no, that's like I said, you have a very great like mindset in that fact. And the only thing is like I asked about that is because I've seen so many kind of projects from different ecosystems actually just kind of quit, give up. And and it's great that
Oh,
we have
really?
like builders like you and everyone else is just like keep on going. It sucks, right? And maybe the community engagement is not as it once was, but it'll all come back, right? I mean, like things are going to
Exactly.
be flying like crazy.
Exactly. It's like it's not obviously it's not easy. And then you check Twitter and it's almost dead comparing with before,
Mhm.
even Discord servers. The important part here, and it's something that I learned as well, is community will always show up when they need to. That's for sure. And also you have to keep in mind that everyone has their own life and their own things. So you cannot expect neither, and you don't want to have your community 24/7, in Discord. I mean, I want you to have free time as well.
Mhm.
Now that I don't, at least you enjoy for me, please. So,
Yeah.
hmm,
No, that's a great kind of like like kind of like mindset. Like I said, I like the fact that like you, EJ, you guys have come over here. You guys have built. You plan on staying here too as well. I love that, right? And as far as what is going to be the launch pad for Women's of Cosmos?
so we're launching next Monday, 16 October in Magic Eden Launchpad. We have like different whitelist phases.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we have the VIP, and it's just a role I created as a thank you to certain people that helped me like tons to spam to Polygon and give me so much love. I think they are like less than 20 people, so
That's
they are
great.
there. They're gonna be 5 Matic. Then we got the OG whitelist, which was filled with obviously Women from Cosmos holders as well of certain collection holders. They're gonna be 10 Matics, then whitelist normal 12, and then public 15. And we're gonna start launching, if I'm not mistaken, 4 p.m. UTC
Mm-hmm.
Monday. But anyway, I will drop all the information in our Discord. And as I said, like, I'm really excited. Like, I know we are, going through a beer. And maybe it's not the best time to launch, but when it is, that's the question. Like, when is going to be the best one? And as well, like, I've been having so much fun getting to know different projects and community here in the space. And I put so many hours behind this project, and I see my community excited. And I don't know, like, I feel like this is a really big next step for us. So I'm just happy. I'm ready. I'm ready to keep building. I already, being organizing everything that we want to, put and apply as soon as we launch. So yeah, I'm really excited just to be able to say, like, I'm riding the purple wave finally, officially.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited for that mint, too, as well. I'm definitely gonna support you guys and everything like that. And as far as I know I ask everybody this, right, kind of like a different kind of like questions, though, like, but where would you like to be a year from now? Like, what would you like, some of the things you would like to accomplish?
Well, definitely, I want to see the NFT level that I'm building, and it is partnered with Women from Cosmos as a main platform for new artists that maybe are thinking about to onboard and jump into NFT. That's one thing. I really want to start doing, like, in real life events. I know it's tricky because me as a founder, I am in Europe, and the majority of people, obviously, you are guys in US, so it's not always easy. But I really want to start implementing that, and not only doing like online workshops or boot camps, but also in real life, to actually bring people together. Because when I went on NFT NYC past April, just the fact, not only because Women from Cosmos was exhibited there, but also because I could met, part of my community in person, and that was the best experience ever. But if I want to say something, it's like, I really want to be, and this is what I want for Women from Cosmos, being 100% honest with you, I really want to make an impact.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to inspire other, be a reference for new artists that they are maybe trying to jump into the space, that they know that we're gonna give them the tools they need.
No, yeah, I love it. I love you're very like ambitious. You have a very great mindset, though. But I understand you're busy. You probably have to jump in another space or something like that. But before you go, is there anything else that you would want to say, or any kind of community members, or anybody else you kind of want to shout out?
Well, I just want to say thank you, not only for having me, but thank you to all of you guys that are watching this, because seriously, you gave me an amazing welcoming, and I'm so excited to be building with you now. If I have to showcase, I have so many people to
Mm-hmm.
say, but all the VIPs, obviously, I have to showcase the Women from Cosmos Council. They have been with me even before we announced the decision to expand to Polygon. We've been spending so many time, like months, thinking about it, planning and organizing how we want to actually show our universe to you guys. So I definitely have to showcase them, and of course my community. I know I work a lot. I know that
Mm-hmm.
if I'm here, it's because I spend so many time behind working hard, but I wouldn't be here without them, and that's, I know. So obviously I have to showcase all my community.
And that is great, Maria. It's been fun. Um, Thank you so much. And guys, this is kind of going to wrap our show. If you like content like this, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Maria, they're gonna be minting like Monday on October 16th. Definitely pick you up some. Go ahead and get on secondary on Magic Eden. Definitely pick them up. But Maria, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you. And guys, all our socials are going to be pinned down in the bottom. Women of Cosmos. Follow me on X at Hey It's Jarek. and I'll see you guys around on the blockchain. Take care.